Oh man, good evening everybody. Facebook, Twitch, X, LinkedIn, IG. Thank you for coming tonight. Getting ready for this. Thank God the Celtic game finished early. Thank the Lord, bro. You know. So we're getting ready to get started in this one. I'm gonna recap last night though. What the hell with the Nick game? I don't care about the Nick game. I tell you, I've been saying it. Me and Jims have been doing the game, and this Minnesota team, folks, I've been saying it, they're on the verge. And I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm Denver, you better play the game of your lives Friday night in Minneapolis. Because if Minnesota goes up 3-0, this series is over. And then here's the scary part this series here will only be 3 games in if Minnesota sweeps Denver. If they win Friday night, they will sweep the Nuggets. So Bogoff, Raven in the building, probably around the spear, as Raven likes to do. As a lot of empty seats in New Orleans, a lot of empty seats in OKC. The whole upper bowl is empty. So I don't want to hear about OKC as this great fan base. Okay, they just showed the upper bowl. Minnesota's crazy good. Yeah, I said that to you 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. All right, Dallas is wearing their blue jerseys tonight. Their dark blues. Oklahoma City in their whites tonight. That boy in the building. What's going on, man? All right, get this started. Hey, bug off. They sweep Denver, bro, which is a good opportunity. They could. This team has got a long layoff, probably 10 days to 2 weeks off. If they finish this off on Sunday night, Raven Knight got the brooms out. Let me say what's up to everybody. Luka, Irvin Gafford, PJ Washington, and Derek Jones Jr., Alexander Giddy, Holmgren, Williams, and Dort for Oklahoma City. Say what's up to everybody. And, uh, and been telling everyone let's do this. Boy, what a game we will have. Now the scheduling for the NFL has been pushed back, so I will take that thumbnail down and I will put up game 2 of this series on Thursday night. I'll do that one because of Minnesota. Raven saying F those rings. I told you Boston was going to win, bro. Ain't going to be no competition for Boston. Well, if they lose Friday night, they're going to get swept. Oh, Raven saying that the Nuggets rings are fake. Let's get this started. Oklahoma City, I believe. Let's go. No score here. Luka Doncic. Nice block by PJ Washington. Luka. See what happens here. Stolen by Josh Giddey. I'll tell you right now, it's already, and these were the 2 teams I speculated as Dallas stole the ball. Kyrie Irving. Luka Doncic. Fall away 3. Off rebound. Williams. Josh Giddey bullying. Rebound Dallas. Here we go, Luka. Kyrie. Back to Luka. PJ Washington. Good. Boy, what an addition he's been. 3-0 Dallas. Raven got those brooms out. All right. SAG. Good. SGA with the layup 3-2. So we're getting this quick started. Ravens said last night was 10 storm chasing. He was chasing those storms in Oklahoma. Here we go. Josh Giddey. Holmgren. Way off. Rebound. Hilligus. Lou Dort. Good. 5-3 Oklahoma City, folks. Jims is in the building. Kyrie. Back to Luka. You know this team is two-man team. You know that, folks. Nice pick by PJ Washington. Luka with the Euro step good 5-5. Hey, Jims, the entire upper bowl of this arena, Oklahoma City's playing against, is completely empty. All right, Josh Giddey. Washington. Way off. Rebound, Kyrie. Kyrie bringing it up. Nice pick. Kyrie for three off. Rebound, Hilligus. As he's bringing it up quick. Trying to zoom past Luka. All right. Turned over the ball. That's for Ray Knight in the building. As I'm saying what's up to everybody. There goes NT's new coach, Daniel. Okay. All right, stolen by Josh Giddey. Williams. Off. Rebound. Remember, Oklahoma City hasn't played in 9 days, folks. So they're a little rusty. Luka. Good. 8-5 Dallas. Boy, it's a treat watching Doncic play. OKC has an F Southwest. He's talking about the tornado maybe coming there. Stolen by OKC. Josh Giddey. Holmgren with the alley-oop dunk and one. So PJ Washington fouls him. What a play by Josh Giddey. Bang. Ball golf is in the building. Raining threes tonight. Yeah, you could say that. I'll let you guys pull up in a little while. Ooh. Ball golf. Everybody's boy in the building. There we go. Soccer balls for him. Nope. There we go. Ball golf in the building. Let's get back to this game. All right, OKC's made it 10-8. I'm sorry about that. All right, Hilligus. Throws the ball away. Rudy Gobert named Defensive Player of the Year today for the fifth time. Congratulations to Rudy Gobert. I'll tell you right now, Minnesota wins this series and sweeps Denver as Luka did the stutter step, 10-10. 7 minutes to go in the first. Josh Giddey. What a move by Josh Giddey. 12-10 OKC. Giddey's a hell of a player. All right, Luka. Another three. Off. Rebound, Josh Giddey. Boy, look at Giddey. Boy, look at Josh Giddey. Lou Dort wide open. Off. Rebound, Kyrie. Thursday's going to be severe, Raven says. There you go. Luka. Luka's going to the line. Let me see who else is in here. I believe that boy is in here. And then Jim's. And everybody been taken care of. Nephew in the building, everybody. Where's the boxing gloves? There we go for Vader. Was supported when you said that. Oh yeah? Is Denver going home early, Mace? Hell yeah, they are. They don't win Friday night. And my heart's gonna go out to Sean. 14-10 Dallas. My heart's gonna go out to him. Timeout. My heart's gonna go out to him, man. If they lose quickly, bro. Raven putting the brooms. I don't know, man. I know one thing. If I am Coach Mike Malone, I would rest Jamal Murray to Friday night. As Ravens talking mad bunko towards baby bro in here. Those ugly ass rings. Sean, I told you so. Hey man, let me say this. I know a lot of people are probably glad this is happening to the Nuggets. A lot of people don't like surprises. I told you all since 2022 that Denver was going to win the NBA championship. And it'll be very interesting in the Mile High City if they don't spend money. All right, Rangers and Hurricanes going to overtime. This is why you never take the Hurricanes seriously, folks. I mean, had a 3-2 lead and let the Rangers tie it. Watch the Rangers win this game. Shout out to Moss. He's doing the hockey tonight. Now, let me go say what's up to him. Oh, and before I do that, say what's up to our boy Jims. Oh, that boy in the building, everybody. Yeah, OT Rangers, Hurricanes. Spring cleaning. What's that? A nugget? It's Raven. Ooh boy. Hockey tomorrow night. Everybody's taken care of now. Here we go. I will. Here we go. Meanwhile, 12-11 OKC. All right, schedule. It looks like will be 49ers not on the list. As I got the list right here, who will play the most primetime games? It's going to be between one of these teams. I'll say it in a second. Nice. All right, Mavericks just hit a 3, 14-12. It will not be the Niners. So let's see who it is. I'm going to count the teams right now. So we'll find out. They moved the date to next Wednesday night. So I will. And we lost Joe Collier today, the man who discovered the Orange Crush defense. 15-14 OKC. Kyrie pull up jumper off. Rebound OKC. Hilligus. Good. And I get the feeling that Hilligus Alexander will be presented with the MVP on Thursday night. All right, Dallas, another three. 17-17 with 3.5 to go. First corner. Boy, you see that suit Donkins walked into the building with tonight? Wow. That is called styling and profiling. He says he can't wait to see football, to Jordan Love get hit, Nicki Minaj concert due to the playoffs. Oh, she was in Dallas. You couldn't pay me to go see a Nicki Minaj concert. All right, here we go. Doncic. There you go. Williams bringing it up for OKC. Hilligus. He's going to the foul line. So, say what's up to Moss. over here. Yeah, hold on. All right, it's still in commercial. Let me see if Moss is over here. Let's see. All right, I'm here. I'm just looking for Moss. I'm gonna watch that Tom Brady roast in a little while. 305 be up here in a little bit. I guess Moss took the night off. Okay, let me see. All right, I tell you one thing, gang. A lot of people doing the hockey. A lot of people doing the hockey. All right, Moss is not in the building. He should be getting off work by now. It's only what 8 o'clock. He should be home already. So let's get back to this game. Hilligus Alexander for 2 free throws as they're back from commercial break. 10 o'clock in the East. He made one, missed one. Okay. All right, Doncic. Big shot by the big man. 19-18 Dallas with 2.5 to go in the first. Hayward, Gordon Hayward, still in the league, folks. 14 years. God bless him. Lou Dort. All right. 2019 OKC. Mm. Okay. May the 1st. So Moss takes the night off. I won't see Moss. Me and Moss will do two hockey games tomorrow night. Dallas back up front. Just under 2 minutes to go in the first. 21-20. Hilligus. Hayward. 3 second violation. All right. Miss free. Minute 13 to go in the first. Dallas by 1, 21-20. Hilligus Alexander. As they call the foul, he'll go to the line. Let's see what happens here. Wow. What an empty upper bowl they have at OKC. Wow. As they downsize the stadium. He missed the first free throw. Holmgren's back in. Williams is taken out. Boy, did this team here on their draft picks, folks. All right, he made one tie game 21-21 with a minute left in the first. It's Kyrie bringing it up. Kyrie's shaking and baking. Big shot. 23-21 Dallas. 44 seconds to go in the first. Hilligus bringing it up. Did they call goaltending? Yeah, they call goaltending on Dallas. All right, here we go. Nice move. Blocked by OKC. All right, they'll have the last shot of the first quarter. See what they do with it. Good defense by Dallas. 23-23 after one. Dallas and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Twenty-three, 23. Let me go to the Ranger game real quick. See who's winning that one in overtime. As NBA fans, what you call that? His Wi-Fi messed up. Let me go over here. See if anyone won this game in overtime at the Garden. And it's still playing. Just started the overtime too. With the Rangers on the break. There's something about this Hurricane team, but I don't know. something about them. But you know, they're a great regular season team, but come the playoffs, they are just a different team. You know what helps them? The playoff format helps them a lot. I predict the Rangers will could be up 2-0. And we'll keep it moving. Ooh, what a hit. Oh, man. Vinny Volchek. Wow. All right, here we go. Something about this team, folks. But, I don't know. It's, the sad thing is, they did win a Stanley Cup about 20 years ago. Carolina Hurricanes. They're the Carolina Hurricanes. All right, Dallas up 1-0 already on Colorado. As the Ranger player fell himself, he blew a tire. So, uh, uh, the Stars already up 1-0 on the Avalanche. As boy, this is man, I should do these shows late at night. I didn't know this type of stuff have this much energy. All right, let's get back to the basketball game as they're talking to Jason Kidd, NBA fan in the building. What's up, bro?
Hey man, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you crystal clear.
Yeah. How you been?
I've been good, man. I tell you, what we all witnessed last night up here. It doesn't surprise me.
What, the Timberwolves doing that to the Nuggets?
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all.
That was crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been paying attention to the Timberwolves like that. But yeah, that was crazy. Um, but I felt like they'd have a better chance of being able to make Jokic uncomfortable. And then they got a bunch of dogs on the wings. So I knew they'd be better, more competitive defensively, but to just completely shut them out like that. Because I mean, Murray, not his shots weren't like clean looks, but I mean they're shots that he hits on like a regular basis. For him to not hit how he normally hits, same with Porter, you know, that's not
Yeah.
something to be expected.
All right, Kyrie's going to the line. The OKC up 4. Williams hit a big three. They left them wide open. Did I say Williams? I meant Wiggins, everybody. So OKC. I said it all along. I said whoever they play in the first round, they will obliviate. I said Denver will be tough, and the winner of this will be tough too.
Yeah. I how it's looking now, um, would you like what are your like would you put money like like a small amount of money on the Timberwolves to win it?
Oh yeah.
Right? Like if they're plus like anything over like 400, you might take that bet.
I think they're the favorites right now.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Okay. You think it still be the Celtics because of what they've done, in the regular season and the playoff pedigree of all their stars. But
Remember,
yeah, like
Porzingis
they
is
look
out this
legit.
series again. I warned you guys about Porzingis is out for this series.
Say that again.
Porzingis
That
is
was
out for
nice
this
by
series.
Kyrie. That was nice.
Yes, it was. Holmgren, in and out.
Damn, you might be like 3 seconds ahead of me.
All right,
Yeah,
Clark slowing it
he's been
on.
playing. How do you think Holmgren's been playing in the playoffs? I see. I haven't been watching the Thunder much, but looking at his
Nothing
stats, it's like
special. I'm gonna be honest, nothing special.
right. Yeah, I agree with
And
that.
with
He's
them,
really just
it's
been
more
playing his part. I don't know how much higher his ceiling is. Right. I mean,
he has to
obviously,
gain
like
some
it
weight.
just seems like a volume thing, really,
He
a
has to gain
volume
some
and
weight.
assertiveness thing.
Yeah, but he has to
Huh?
gain some weight. He has to gain some weight. All right, Kyrie with the steal for Luca. Luca slowing it down.
Damn, did he get hurt? Holmgren just got hurt.
Yep, he's hurt.
It's a 4-on-5. That
He hit his
damn.
nose. It looks like somebody hit him in the nose.
Yeah, he is small.
Yeah, he needs to go in the weight room and put on 30 pounds.
And
Real
it's like
problem.
he tries to it's like he could be good and be small. Oh,
In the
he got
nose.
hit in the cheek. Bro, that wasn't okay.
It
Whatever.
wasn't flagrant or anything like that.
Yeah.
But,
But like he could be that big who just like challenges people vertically at the rim, but it's like he tries to, like bump people down low. Like he actually tries to like play defense, above
yeah.
his weight class.
Yes. Excellent analogy. Excellent analogy. Excellent. Excellent.
But yeah, I mean, this is Ant's first playoffs, and I mean a lot of young players have been performing pretty well in the playoffs, but this is kind of crazy,
Well, when they
because
won,
he's doing it on both sides at like an elite
that's the
clip.
difference. What you just said. When they lost to Memphis 2 years ago, Ja was too much to handle, man. Plus, that was a together Memphis team. Last
Yeah,
year, Denver obliterated them, and now they are looking. I mean, this team is wow. Barkley
yeah,
said last night it was the best defensive team he's ever seen.
that's great. What do you think about that statement?
I don't think they're the best, but that performance, all let me put it this way: their performance all playoff long is very impressive.
Hmm.
And here's the scary part: if you
And I
are
was a
them,
yeah,
Jaden McDaniels haven't got started yet.
yeah. I mean, well, I think it'll all balance out, right? Because you can expect Nas Reed to hit. What did he hit? Like 5 threes?
Yeah, he hit six in game one. He's been out of the zone.
That's crazy. I don't, and it takes that for you to be able to win a championship, right? It
Yeah,
it takes a role player like consistently stepping up like that. But to expect Nas Reed and um McDaniels, and then who was that other kid? Like Alexander?
yeah. That's the cousin of Hilgis
Shay, yeah.
Alexander.
He hit because I remember seeing the highlights and he did like a little emo every time he hit a three. And I saw he did that like 4 to 5 times yesterday.
And here's the darkening thing. That boy says it's crazy he wears seven because Holmgren is a young cool coach. Yeah, that's why he wears number seven. He's absolutely correct. Well, I'm gonna say
Yeah, kinda.
he
He's a
didn't
little bigger. He's like a more traditional big than coach, but
he didn't even have Rudy Gobert last night. They destroyed.
yeah, I saw that. And then what's his name? Anderson he was missing a lot of shots.
But
He
he
was like
played.
he couldn't hit that. He couldn't hit that like little and Gobert can't hit it either. But that little bunny like 7 through 13 foot like open mid range that they let him give him that they let him get.
I think the difference with this
He missed a
team,
lot of those bunnies.
yeah, I think the difference with this team, they bought into playing defense.
Oh yeah,
And they have that monster who's coming of age in front of everybody's eyes.
yeah,
Jordan compares him to Andrew.
yeah. I mean, he's not.
That's coming from
He's
envy.
coming out the gate hotter than Jordan, like because at 22, Jordan's first playoff appearance was at 22, right? His rookie
I think
season,
so. Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
got swept.
Yeah.
This kid, he's, you know what I'm saying? He's probably going to be MVP of the Western Conference
He should have
since they
been.
start since they started doing that in the postseason, that weird like
Yeah, the
Western
Larry Bird,
Conference
Magic
Finals.
Johnson.
Yeah,
Hey, let me tell you, I think he's also fueled. Because to me, because
say
I
that
have
again.
all three of them in my fantasy teams, I got both. I got Jokic, him, and
Yeah.
SGA.
Oh,
He's
okay.
he's been the best player all year, bro. I've been saying it up here.
Who? Ant.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, Jokic is just he
Celtics
just
too.
stuffs that fucking stat sheet, and it's like even when he's not being like extremely impactful in the game, it's just he gets so many fucking rebounds. Like there is not a better. I think from a fantasy perspective, if it works kind of how it works in football. I don't play like basketball fantasy, but there's not a better player you can have than like Jokic, other than maybe Luka.
I would agree with that.
I have
And
a I
Right? Because
have
I
a question
mean,
for both of you, Uncle and my God,
NBA.
NBA fan. Well, when it I've always wondered this with OKC specifically. I understand they're the number one ranked team in the conference, but are you guys thinking it's like when you look at them since they're so young? Do you feel that it's a little bit too soon for them to be the at the top of the conference right now?
You
Like,
go
and
first, and
seeding doesn't really matter. You know, I think they've got a lot of young guys. They got a pretty deep and hungry roster. So you know
do they have any veterans on their
they'll have
roster?
fresh legs, and they've got Gordon Hayward, but the majority of their team is young. So they've got a lot of young, capable, hungry players who they'll embrace their moment to play later in the season if they weren't consistently within the rotation earlier in the season.
So
So
playoff basketball is
we
completely
have
different.
right.
That's what I'm asking.
Well, you're talking about top of the conference. I'm talking about like seeding specifically.
Yeah.
yeah, and
So
no,
like going into the like final 10 games, you can see the Nuggets. They're like, fuck it. We got a top three seed. We got we got home advantage for the most part throughout the playoffs. So we'll just fold it in. Whatever happens, happens. But the Thunder, they run like 10, 11 deep. So, you got a lot of players who still have something to play for. They got, they're pivoting for better contracts or whatever. So they'll always be, competing. But yeah, I think they are a little too young. I think Cat has something to prove. Gobert has something to prove. I don't think anybody could have expected uh, SG or Ant to be playing like he's playing, but
I never did. I ain't gonna lie about that. Let me answer that.
35, like 35 is crazy. 35 and a semi elite defender. That's ridiculous.
And let me add to that. The five teams who were at the top, who finished at the top, in my opinion, was clearly better than anybody else in the West.
So
And
I
mine,
think you said that the top five teams were better than everybody else in the
everybody,
West.
yeah,
Well, yeah, I
everybody.
mean,
I mean,
yeah, that's kind of how it works.
yeah, you see what Phoenix is about to do. They're about to break the whole team up, bro.
I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah, and this is why
Because like I still don't think of the pieces you probably try to keep Book. I mean, shit, I don't know. They're in a pickle because Bradley Bill just lowered the shit out of his trade stock, right? Who's going to take Bradley Bill for $62 million a year for the next 3 years?
All right,
Right.
Oklahoma City Holmgren just put back a dunk, and this crowd is going crazy.
See,
Yeah, you're a little ahead of me. Yeah, I just saw that.
yes,
And
yeah, an NBA fan and uncle. This is what I hate when I live or I have a bunch of Boston fans around me, and they say they can basically sweep Denver, OKC, or who's the team that Denver's facing right now? Or
Minnesota, I'm
Minnesota
gonna
Minnesota.
tell you right
or
now.
I
Minnesota.
think sensible. Yeah, you got fanatics everywhere, but sensible, fans know that whoever they see in the finals is not going to be as easy as who they've been looking at in the West.
I will say it again. No team is beating the winner of the West in the East.
I don't know about that.
Boston's
I still
overrated to
like.
me.
Let's say I agree with that. Let's say SGA or Ant tears his stuff. Look, we're not going wood, but let's say he gets injured for like this, the Western Conference Finals series, right? So he gets injured in like game 3. They're up 2-1. They end up holding off, but they get into the finals weak, right? There's a lot of nagging injuries and stuff like that, and then they get in, and then they're playing the Celtics with a healthy Kristaps, a totally healthy Celtics. In a situation like that, I think it's more than possible for Boston to beat, a depleted, Timberwolves team. And I think that it's a competitive series even without that scenario.
Now,
Yeah.
what happens if Minnesota's completely healthy?
It's a competitive series.
I'll go Minnesota in 6.
I might agree with that though.
Yeah, no. The reason why I don't have faith in Boston is because their top 2 guys play like mercenary. They're not very they're not very consistent playing together all the time. Like you see, it's either one or the other plays well. It's not you never see both of them play well at the same time and stuff like that. Do you agree with me, N.B.A. fan, throughout this playoff?
I have to look back at it more, but I think they do a good job of staggering their minutes. I think they get good production out of the role players. I mean, it's not like it's like 40 and 10. Like Tatum puts up 40, Brown puts up 10. I think that they're pretty much equally yoked. Like you saw today, Jaylen Brown had it. He had it going, but Tatum did his
Hey,
thing.
I don't even pay attention to the Eastern Conference, bro. That's how
Yeah.
little I
I'm not gonna lie, these Knicks series have been pretty good.
Yeah, no, I did the last 5 minutes last night. I think the referees ruined the game for Indiana with that
Yeah, I don't.
play with.
What's your thought about Halliburton? Halliburton he's not it. I'm not gonna they haven't paid him yet, have they?
Yes, they did.
Damn, he's not. He just doesn't seem like he'll do anything for you in crunch time.
I know one thing.
He doesn't seem like he's made of that stuff.
I know one thing. Brunson had his way with him last night.
Yeah, he was looking like a point god earlier this season. Now he's putting up like 8 and 8 and 9, shit like that.
To me, Halliburton's a 2-guard playing the point guard position. He's not really a traditional point guard, to be honest.
What do you think about that?
He's just an awkward player. I mean, he's definitely not a traditional shooter or scorer. I think his best ability on the basketball court is his playmaking. He's just an unorthodox player. His shot.
Oh, so you're saying he's
like
more of what you would consider a traditional point guard, a pass first point guard, basically?
I'd say he's more that than a 2-guard. But what I'm saying, I'm just talking about his game. When you look at his game, like I don't know if you play sports or like play basketball growing up. I mean, he would have got railed on by any of my coaches or just like black coaches in general. If they saw his like shooting form coming up, they'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta fix your shot or you're not playing.
Yeah, no, yeah, me.
I don't know what's going. I don't know how he's here with that.
Yeah. No, me and Uncle talk about this. These players are not fundamental. Like the European players are fundamentally sound, but the American players, the fundamentals have passed them by. Like you don't see like that's why their shots are so awkward. Like the North American.
I don't agree with that.
You really believe, NBA fan, that these NBA players today are fundamentally sound?
Is Ant fundamentally sound?
Not really.
Okay. Who is fundamentally sound?
From
Guys
the
like
American
Joker.
player or from any player?
Just from any player. But just give some examples of who you think would be
Jokic is, Doncic is, Kyrie is, just by watching him in these playoffs.
Jokic. Is Jokic fundamentally sound?
If you average near triple doubles a night, you're
That doesn't.
fundamentally.
Westbrook averaged a triple double.
Westbrook is fundamentally sound. The problem
How is
with him
he?
is he's
I
out of
don't think
control.
he's. Say that again.
He's fundamentally sound. The problem with him, he's out of control.
That's what
He's
I'm.
not
Okay,
consistent.
so I think that. So how was Ant not fundamentally sound, Mace?
Why I don't think he's fundamentally sound?
Yeah.
I think he's close to being it. I think from watching him all year, he made a tremendous jump. 40, 36 OKC. He made an awesome jump defensively, bro. He's close though. He's
So
close.
when we're talking fundamentals, we definitely can't be talking about defense, right? Because you brought up Luka and Jokic. So we're talking offensively.
What I
So
mean, no,
Both,
this is what I
both.
mean by fundamentally sound. This is what I mean.
say that again.
Both.
This is what I mean.
I'm not talking to you, Montana. What'd you say, Mace?
What this is how I look at a player that's fundamentally sound.
Okay.
Does he find the open man? Does he play within the team game when he has talent around him? That's why a guy like
So I say Jokic or Luka specifically, like if that's your barometer, right? I mean, he's a heavy isolation, heavy usage weight player, right? I feel like Ant getting to his spots, curling off screens, using like a get or alley screen to get to his spot.
you're gonna see that block
That's
right
a lot.
now.
Say that again.
You're gonna see that block right now.
Yeah, damn. I saw that number 21. Is he the dude who he didn't miss a shot for a while? He was like he hit 29 consecutive field goals. Is that guy?
Yeah.
I would say
Yeah.
the one guy I would say that's fundamentally sound is maybe Jimmy Butler.
No, he's not.
Defensively, I'm saying
I don't disagree with that too much, honestly. But yeah, like I think a big part of being one of the best players is being able to make tough shots when things break down. So that's not you can't necessarily teach tough shot making, right? But in certain situations it calls for it, and I think that there's definitely a balance to when you need to take that like shot or be in that situation. But I think in general Jimmy is a pretty fundamental player. Same with Shea, same with Ant. So
right now.
say I think Brunson is extremely. I don't think anybody's going to argue that Brunson isn't a fundamental player.
No, he is.
Yeah,
An American
no.
player. I think a big thing with it is to a certain extent, I think that American players, a lot of the ones that you're going to see are like uber athletic, and they're just athletically a step above their peers like their whole lives, right?
Of course.
So
yeah.
right. So in certain situations, especially if you're coming from, you're not like an NBA kid, so you're coming from an unstructured background that they kind of have the freedom to freelance from a very young age.
All right, he'll get to another.
Yeah, no, that's what we're. But these American players, North American players in general, rely more on athleticism than fundamentals. That's what we're saying more consistently. The European players.
Well, there's barely any European like players in the league. You got Luka, you got Jokic, and then you're right. The other ones are fundamental, like 6 points a game players.
Then you got Giannis.
Is Giannis fundamental? is
No,
that helping your argument?
no, he's not.
Okay.
Jovic from the Heat.
You got Wimbayama.
Is he fundamental?
I think he is. I just think that
Oh, he's fundamental, but Ant isn't.
I said, and it's close. What Ant got to do for me, one more thing he has to do, and he'll do it. You know,
And
is
I
he the
think
best player? Hold on. Is he the best player in the NBA right now going? Oh, yes, he is.
wait, say that again.
Is he the best player in the NBA right now playing? Yes, he is.
Uh,
Not even
I
close.
still take Jokic personally, just because even when he's having a bad game, even when he's struggling offensively to a certain extent, nobody can really stop him in the post. You
I
know what
get
I'm
it.
saying? He's always, you know what I'm saying? Like Gobert, Cat, Nas Reed, AD. You know what I'm saying? He'll get to a spot and then, you know what I'm saying? He'll, you know,
I
move
agree.
with his pivot or whatever. He'll bully people. He'll score. But that's something that he can go to no matter what. I think with Ant and just perimeter players for a good portion in general, right? He's going to try to break people down, like he's going to try to ISO, and that can be stopped depending on the defense. If you ice him, force him to the baseline, there's help there. There's a guy in the strong side corner. There's not really much you can do there. They don't really have any designated, like things to get him going, really. So I think he can kind of be limited there, but he's playing incredible right now.
And because I've seen him the second half of the season almost every night.
Yeah.
So I can judge, and I kept telling you guys he looks absolutely to me, and now I'm glad the national media is saying this. He was robbed of not being in the MVP ballot. 'Cause to me, he was the MVP this year. To me,
Yeah.
I've seen him the most.
I think, and then if you look at a decent amount of the Pelicans players, let's say they're fundamental Americans, right? You got CJ McCollum, you got Brandon Ingram. I think that Brandon Ingram is extremely fundamental, personally.
Yeah, he's on the block. By the way.
Huh?
He's on the block. By the way. All right,
What are you talking about?
It's Oklahoma City's on a 15-5 run. They're up by 8.
That's nice.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
nice.
The players that is you hear every day could be moved in June.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I like Ingram a lot
And
though, personally. Uh,
Booker, I am
Booker's.
shocked the Suns are moving off him, bro.
What do you? Oh, that's what you heard.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well,
And
it's shown that he's really like. There's not. He's not a winning player. That's what it's shown, right? At least not. At least
no,
not in Phoenix, right? So you
I agree.
surrounded him, right? So you
I agree.
surrounded him with, you know, 230 point per game scores, right? And I mean, it obviously wasn't the greatest fit, but I mean, no matter what you've done, like it hasn't led to winning. Paying him $250 million didn't lead to, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it sucks, but that's I'd rather try something else than sit here like way over the luxury tax for a team that's losing in the first round.
So let me ask you this question: if you're Phoenix, would you get rid of him and KD? I know they want KD out.
Yeah. It seems like, yeah, like obviously you try to get as much back from as you can, but ultimately you're going into a rebuild. So
Yeah.
right, there's no use in keeping them here if like a contender won't take much for them, right? They're not willing to give you too much because the biggest thing is really getting off the contract. You obviously want to
Yeah.
recoup some picks, but from
You
there
brought,
on, they need some picks. I think they traded a lot of their picks.
and let me ask you this.
So
When my team got rid of Dame, right? And they got a boatload back. Now you see why I'm glad he's gone, bro. I get $240 million off the books.
Yeah, I don't. And if I were them, I would have went. I would like. I understand the need for veterans, but I wouldn't have kept Brogdon on my payroll personally.
Which guy?
Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah, they're gonna get rid of him
I,
next.
and I would have moved off Jeremy Grant too. He's getting paid.
They're considering it.
Not like he
Holmgren
needs to
mentioned it
go.
on
Like,
the.
what are we considering?
I think they want to get rid of the guys who make money now because they
Good shot.
saw Scoot Henderson. What a free pass play! You're gonna see it in a minute for Dallas. Three passes and a dunk. That's how you do it.
Yeah, I thought that Ali was going to the light-skinned dude.
51-44 OKC, folks. Oh, this was sweet. Kyrie, he missed the alley-oop, and then Washington came in with the slam.
You don't think that was intentional?
I think it could have
been. Yeah, it could have been.
Well, this one I want to ask you. When you look at teams like Phoenix, you think it'll be easy for them to move Booker, or you think it's going to be hard?
So, there are a lot of factors for that. It depends on if Booker says something. I don't know how many years are left on his contract, but if he says something like, I'm not, I want to go here, here, or here, or else I'm, what I'm saying? Players have a lot more freedom or autonomy in regards to where they go. So if he's like, okay, fuck it, this isn't a good place for me anymore, right? And then he's like, I'm just open to new experience, and he makes that process easy, for the Suns and everything like that. I think it could be easy, or it could be not the hardest thing to do, right? Because you do have a 28, 29-year-old player. He's box office. He's comfortable. He's not Ant, right? Or he's not, he's not Ant. He's not a super urban guy that'll turn off some of your fan base. You know what I'm saying? So, he's obviously a valuable player. So if you want to send him to a contender who has some pieces, or you want to just send them to wherever you can get the most draft capital for him.
I'll tell you straight. I don't think the other team would do it, but Phoenix would do this in a heartbeat. They're about trading him to Oklahoma City for Josh Giddey and some of those draft picks Oklahoma City has, and put him with SGA.
Sounds good. I mean, yeah, that's not making a dent to OKC's pieces. But my thing is, like, does that put them over the edge? That obviously benefits,
You know who will put
the Suns. But I don't think, okay, like, obviously you get a young player, 2020, like a 2021, 22-year-old in Giddey, and a lot of picks. But I don't think that tangibly changes much, and I don't know if he's the best complement to what they're doing, right?
Would you ship him to Cleveland for one of their bigs?
Which, I mean, shit, if I'm Cleveland, like, for sure you can have Jared Allen.
Yeah, that's something that Oklahoma City needs. That type of player. That's what they need right there, Jared Allen.
That's what who needs?
OKC. Wait till you see this dunk coming up for Dallas.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, that's all he does. Shout out to Derrick Jones. Bro has no value outside of 2 feet on offense.
Played great. Jones played great against Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
He played great against Phoenix. I mean, not Phoenix. Who did they put? The Clippers. He played well against the Clippers. Yeah.
Right now, yeah, he's got like a 48-inch vertical.
And yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, I mean, I like to see what they. I mean, I think that does Detroit have their picks?
yes.
Okay, I think that there might be something interesting that could be done there in terms of moving Booker. Um,
I think Phoenix is gonna break up the whole thing, bro.
yeah, they're gonna have to, and I think the
I would give
biggest
them
thing for
all the
them is
good
just
I have.
clearing. I think the biggest thing for them is just clearing their books and then just rebuilding from scratch, and then get players that are complements to what they're building.
Yeah,
You
man.
know,
I'm
this
telling you.
whole quick, this microwave super team did not work for them. And I
Not at
mean,
all.
right. And I think that, if they would have, it seems like they're going to give up on it, like immediately. But if they would have had a little bit of time to gain more synergy, I remember, or I think it was like the first half of the season, it's like they all weren't playing together. It's like, um, for 42 games or something, all three of them together had only played like 3 games. So in a situation like that, I don't know if this season is a good litmus test to the capacity, that team has for winning because they
Very
haven't played with
aging
each other.
roster. A very aging roster in Phoenix.
Yeah. But yeah, so I like to get off of them while they still have value. That's smart.
Yeah. I would get rid of both of them. Yeah. Matter of fact, like Portland, I'll get rid of all three of them and have a
Right.
clean slate.
Yeah. What do you think you could get for Bill? The best, it seems like the best you could do is just find somebody to take his
Take the
contract.
salary. Yeah. Trade them to the Lakers or somebody. Speaking of Lakers, I've been
Yeah.
reporting this for the last 2 years. 305, what's up, family?
What's up, Coach? Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
We're good
What's up?
tonight, man. We're good
Sitting
tonight.
back, chilling, about to sizzle on some drink. You know that
There you
DJ.
go. They want Trey Young so bad, the Lakers. Now, I'm going to say
Yeah.
something about that. Oh, so does the Spurs, by the way, but I think the
Yeah,
Lakers
I'd
might
like
be.
to see that. Honestly, I want him to go to the Spurs.
I'm going to do the Lakers first. I think he is everything what Los Angeles needs right now. They need a
I
point
think
guard who
I
can
think that they're
dominate.
moving because like LeBron is not going to be here that much longer. He's got a year or two max.
I
I
think
think
the
he
team I think
so
he'll be
and that's like that's if LeBron's thinking like because he's got a player option at the end of this year, right?
he has one right now.
Right. So that's if he's thinking like because he could be thinking like, let me go back to Cleveland. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
That's what
that's
I'm
what I'm
thinking, right?
saying.
Cleveland is a lot better situation than LA right now.
I totally agree. And you
And they
draft
could
Barney with one of the
right.
second round picks. He is definitely going home. I don't know about Savannah and the little girl, but I know LeBron's going home.
hmm
And you know
You
what?
know,
I said this 2 years
and
ago.
then Bryce might go to Ohio State.
Yeah, I said this 2 years ago when LeBron had he opt back in. It did Donovan Mitchell signed the next day. I said, I know LeBron James is kicking himself because if Mitchell would have signed right
Yeah.
before he opted in, he would have went back to the Cavaliers because he was looking
Yeah.
at both
He's gonna
Garland,
yeah,
Mitchell.
Garland is I mean, and I love Garland, like his bag is crazy, but he can be really um he can be a real non factor at times. Right.
Yes, I have seen that.
Right.
I have
And
seen
they
that.
paid him a lot, but I mean it is what it is. But I think with LeBron there, him being he get a lot more time, against like second units, and I think that he'd be really effective in that role until LeBron leaves, obviously. But yeah, I really like that team
Man,
for
I
LeBron.
like the Cavaliers 2 years ago. I liked him last year, but Mitchell let me down.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
Eli
yeah, I don't.
come to Elam alive. So.
And yeah, I think that they have a pretty defined ceiling, and they're pretty. There's a pretty distinct ceiling above them, right? With
I would
the
agree with
current
that.
composition of the roster, they can never be a top tier East team,
I
right?
would agree with that.
As currently constructed, they have to, they'll have to do what they did this year. They'll have to selectively choose who they want from a seeding perspective to get to maybe the semifinals, maybe the finals. And then at that point, you're facing the Celtics. There's nowhere to hide at that point. You're facing the Bucks if they can figure it out, right? So with LeBron, though, I think because with LeBron, he could probably elevate this team to finals level.
I agree. I'm
Yeah.
just finding out something real quick. While we're talking. Yeah, man. I agree. 305, waiting for um schedule to come out. A lot of people are
NFL,
the
I'm ready,
NFL.
ready for
Yeah, they
NFL.
pushed it back, bro. All right, July 6th is the day free agency starts, which means July 1st is the day teams can negotiate. And I'm telling you, folks, there are going to be some big name players in their prime are going to be moving somewhere else.
No James Harden in Miami.
And don't forget, 305,
What's that?
Riley got a lot of cap space.
Who does?
Miami.
Okay. Yeah. Y'all paid those little weak white boys a lot of money though.
305 was hero out of there.
He's not gonna lead you this shit.
No James
Miami,
Harden, Miami. No.
there you go. He doesn't like hero energy. And
Yeah.
me in Portland, I want Grant out. I'll give this guy one more year, Simons, and then he's going.
And plus,
And
Yeah.
I want, I like this guy. I think we stole Aiton from Phoenix, bro.
Yeah, I agree. I really like Aiden.
Him and
He's
Scoot
25,
Henderson, bro,
26.
they got a nice rhythm together. See, that's the
Okay.
problem now. Scoot Henderson, his last 6 weeks of the year, he was awesome, bro. He really was. Scoot
What did he
Henderson,
shoot from the what did he shoot from the field during that time? Yeah.
I think like 47%.
Okay.
What he did well was he set up his teammates pretty good. Him and
Okay.
Aiton got a great rhythm, bro. They
I
got
thought he was a
great.
lot bigger than he was as a
Oh,
prospect.
he's big, bro.
Nah, like
I
he's
was
buff,
watching
but I
him.
thought that he was like lankier. I thought he was taller.
No, he's
He's
like
like 6'3".
yeah, he's like he has a truck body, similar to
Yeah.
Edwards' body, but he's no Edwards.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
so we're
that
clear on that. Yeah.
All right, Kyrie and Luka
Damn.
got 18
Yeah, I'm
combined.
looking at that. Damn. It didn't look like Shea was playing that good. 11 free throws?
Yeah, he was on the line a lot.
Jesus.
NBA fan, trust me, I'm paying attention to this, bro. Me, NBA fan, 305 and Ravens joining us. As me, an NBA fan, is looking at this NBA playoff game closely. So,
Yeah,
we're on the foul
yeah,
line.
we sure are. Yeah. What's up, NBA fan?
What's up, man?
What's up, brother
How you
Raven?
doing, bro? What's up, 305?
Chilling, my brother.
Somebody got an echo. It ain't me.
It ain't me.
It's not me. Them Let me sign out. I'll come right back. Hold on.
No, I don't think it's you, Phil. Fine. Yeah. So let's see who won this hockey game in overtime. Dallas, the Stars sending Colorado a message tonight, folks, early in that game.
Since it's halftime and this is a basketball stream, you know where I'm going with this, Mason. And I don't know why you have an issue with it when you watch weird things like hockey. But you know the WNBA. What did you think about Caitlin
Oh,
Clark's
we
first
can go
game?
there right now. We'll do that. We'll do that right now. First of
Okay.
all, something that I tried to tell you and Auntie is beginning to happen more and more. That when you look at these YouTube pages, how these white boys are protecting their sweetheart and she could do no wrong, they're
Nah.
comparing her to a Sue Bird, which I do agree with. Larry Bird comparison.
Huh? It says
They
Yeah,
Sue
compared her to
Bird has a
Larry
Larry
Bird.
Bird comparison? What?
What?
yep, that's what these white guys are comparing her to.
Oh, Mace, you
No,
making that up.
yeah, I
Now,
agree. I
Mace, come
mean,
on
so
now.
I agree with your first part. They do that. They get really tribal when they have like good
Oh
sports
God,
players,
yeah.
like within
Oh yeah.
basketball, within football. Like you see, like they shit on every black running. Like whenever you see, like you see like hella like negative posts about every black running back. You see Saquon squatting like 700 pounds. It's like, oh, he's not CMC though. CMC this, CMC that. Same with like Luka. Like whenever you see like a SGA post, it's always like he's not Luka, right? So I agree with that. But to say like she plays nothing like Bird though.
She
I
hasn't
agree
even
they're
played her
gassing her up.
first pro game. How can they compare her to a legend?
Raven,
That's exaggerated.
she's gonna be good, bro.
Oh, I mean,
You said,
she's grown on me.
yeah.
She's
She
honestly
looks.
grown on me. She's gonna be good. Yeah.
She's gonna be.
She's hot.
Here's the problem, and this is the point I tried to make to you a couple of weeks ago, NBA fan. They don't give a fuck about all these black girls in the WNBA. They don't give a damn. I'll go a step further. They were complaining last night because what's her face was invited to that I forgot what
The
they
Met
call
Gala.
it. Yeah. They said what the hell she was invited for?
Reese. Yeah.
Yeah. They were saying what the hell she was invited for?
Yeah. I mean, well, obviously, like Angel Reese, she's an extremely polarizing figure,
I told
and we know that. It's It's like, and I supported it. Like initially, I think that she came up like she is genuinely like not that likable, right? Like this is as an objective, somewhat leaning towards wanting to support her person, right? She is not likable, and that's it's all good, but I feel like she's not going to win people over. And I told you this a couple weeks ago. She's not going to win people over with her play or her personality. So it's going to, luckily she got drafted into a pretty good city for
in good situation, yeah. Because Chicago
Right.
has a playoff game.
but she's not going to take off like Caitlin Clark. If you look at Caitlin Clark, her first that WNBA pregame,
Yeah.
she was popping it like she popped it at Iowa.
Yeah, man. It's nothing to her, bro. Nothing. And like I said, she can handle too. That's what
Yeah.
see Sue Bird. That's the one thing I saw.
Sue Bird is like 6'5" though. That's the issue. I'd say she's more like a Diana. Like
Taurasi.
I'm not gonna say like because she doesn't play like any of these girls, right?
No,
Like that playing, like being like doing what she's doing so far beyond the line is not something that we've routinely seen in the WNBA game before. I think she can handle the ball similar to like a Diana Taurasi, though. I think.
Oh, speaking of her, all of the white.
Oh, and she hates her for some reason.
Jealous of her. White
Yeah.
America, Middle America, the Anglo, they are killing Tarazi every chance they get.
Yeah.
Mafia princess is jealous of our girl. Oh yeah, yeah. Mafia queen, yeah, she can't touch our girl.
Right. But yeah, I feel like not to it's not Halo effect because Caitlyn Clark, she's not that attractive, but I mean she
Thank you.
does genuinely come off as like a likable person, you
She's the
know.
girl next
I
door.
think
That's
that
why they like her so
one
much.
thing yeah, I agree with that. It's that girl next door effect. She's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
Angel Reese has
ghetto
that like
mentality.
black girl conceited for no reason,
Oh,
conceited even though like I'm
I
wearing
mean,
all
it's
this
just the
fucking
mean
weave and
girl.
makeup and
I
you
mean,
know what I'm saying. So
I
and
agree
that's
with that.
that's really off putting,
they
extremely.
done it so much that it's become so much their behavior. They don't know anything else but what they just seen off of TV or what they homegirl done pushed onto them. They
And it's
brainwashed.
not it's not all of them. It's
No,
not all of them, but
I'll
there's
say
this
it again.
distinct like I think I'm all that, even though I'm super mid without makeup and I wear makeup all the fucking time, but I feel like I'm too good for people.
Hey, let
That's
me,
Angel Reese, and I feel like that
I agree with
it
that.
really
I agree.
rubs off. It really like taints the air,
I
and
agree. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, let me also say this about Reese. Whoever her handlers are, let her be the villain. Let her be the villain.
she doesn't have the mental toughness for that though.
I totally agree because she broke down after she lost that
She
thing
does
with
not have the
Tiger.
mental toughness for
well,
that.
she always gonna cry.
Yeah, she should. This,
Like you saw, and that's another thing. Like how she just takes it. So she's the villain, and she's like not backing down when she's winning, and she goes to cry. I mean, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to Caitlin Clark, right? Just
yes,
like her demeanor, not, and it's not even like a gender or race thing, right? I mean,
yes,
just being like pretty even keel about a situation. Like you get, momentary lapse of, excitement, but it's not overdone, right?
it's like she
So
said.
like when you're dealing with the loss or something, you can process it.
It's like she
That's what
said.
she's done. That's what she did the past 2 years. She lost. She's like, shit, I lost. Well, I'm still, we
Yeah,
just
and like
move
she
on
said,
and you do better,
and like she
right?
said,
So
she said it's time to make the playoffs in Indiana. It's not time to have fun. It ain't time to do girly stuff. It's time to win in Indiana.
yeah,
Her teammates love her already. June 1st, circle your calendar. They play the
I think
Chicago.
I think it's a little crazy that she's making like 65,000 a year though. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, this girl, man, and I'm not. I respect her game. I'm not gaga over her, but this girl can play. That's the conclusion I came with it. But
Uh huh.
I'm telling you, what's her face? Reese, she got a lot of work to do. Cardoza looks outstanding.
Yeah, for sure.
Cardoza's going to be a star in that league. Speaking of that, I'm telling you who's also a villain to white America is this chick Asia Wilson who keeps
I
lining the
like
thing
Angel
that
Wilson.
goes.
She's a two-time, and I think she's not super attractive.
No, she's
I
not.
think she's cute, kind of. I
No,
mean, huh? What you
no,
say?
no, she's not.
Nah, I'm not going as far as you're going, Mace. But I
Take
mean,
the bag over
she
the
doesn't.
head.
She's not. I think that her person. She has that like kind of cheery personality, right?
For her, what she did to
And she's
Mikael
pretty
Bridges
good too.
last
Like
year,
she's
bro.
like a three-time MVP, right?
Bro, what she did to Mikael Bridges last year was absolutely fucking sisterhood to the core, bro.
What did she? I kind of vaguely remember, but what happened? What
Mikael
did
Bridges was like telling her, "Hey, look, you're damn, you're great, you're awesome, and see, this came out and gave him the fucking bounce. But
I
yet,
was like,
this is the same bitch that when she saw fucking John Morant last year, she was hugging all over him, kissing him all over. And I'm looking at this woman who's bitching and complaining. I do agree with the white guys about this. The new WA crowd that's coming in, Asia. No one knows and cares who you are, no matter what accomplishments you have. Okay, no one cares about you. All right, no one. So you can win these trophies and you can win your championships, but this new WNBA crowd that's coming in, like my man said, we never heard of you and we don't give a, and this is from a white guy. We never heard of you and we don't give a damn about you. You got your Gatorade deal now. Shut up. Like this is what he says now. Shut up and go in your corner and shoot jump shots.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of the,
It's
she's
gonna
doing
be
what she can to market herself a little differently. She's kind of, uh, yeah, she's doing what she can to make herself, a bigger attraction for sure. But I mean, a lot of, the attraction is because of this rookie class. Not
yeah,
even the whole
yeah.
rookie class. There's a couple of decent players in this rookie class that nobody gives a too
Damn
much of a
about.
crap about.
Yeah.
Like the chick from Stanford. She's
It's
really
in
flown
LA.
under the radar. I think her name is Cameron Brink.
Yeah, second pick in the draft. Yeah.
Yeah, a skinny white chick.
Hmm.
Um, she's kind of attractive. She's a stick, but she's kind of attractive in the face. She's just flown totally under the radar. Same with the chick from UConn, the black chick.
She went to LA too, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
LA had the second and the fourth pick.
right.
Yeah, they're excited about the Sparks in LA right now. They
Yeah,
really are.
I think that's a better duo than the one that they have in Chicago
I agree.
on paper. But that like who really gives a shit? Like who cares how
Let me tell you
good?
right now. Hey, let me tell you right now, NBA fan. That white girl likes it up. White America's gonna jump all over on her too.
Who you're talking about, Brink?
Yeah. If she starts off
She's
fast,
gotta she's gotta play good though, right? Because I mean,
yeah,
she
yeah, of
makes the
course,
little
of course.
sexual TikToks now, and nobody cares.
I don't look at women. I don't look at women in these social media sites. But she's actually trying to
Good
show her
shot,
pretty off.
huh?
She's actually showing her that how cute she is off to the white guys.
I mean,
Okay, she up nine.
she just yeah, that's a good shot. But I
Okay.
mean, she does the little sensual TikTok like like they all do.
Hilla gets
And,
one
and what I'm
thing.
saying is like that, like she's not. It's not like she's got some hidden beauty that she's not trying to tap into. That's kind of the point that I was getting at.
You know what?
She's just not a draw like that right now.
Yeah, of course. But in the LA market, they go off to a good start. She's playing well. All of a sudden, she may be a draw. But I'm gonna go
Well, my
back
thing is,
to
didn't they have Candace Parker playing for the Sparks?
well, she just retired last week.
That's what I'm saying. So like, there's not going to be a better mix of like
Well,
on
it
field,
is.
like you know what I'm saying? Like she played good, but nobody like that
Well,
didn't that. What I'm saying is that
yeah.
didn't drastically change like the prospects of that team or the league as a whole.
Oh no. But it's gonna help
So
the if they play well. It's gonna help the Sparks make a rebirth. That's what
it's
the
going
WNBA wants.
it's going to help the Sparks what?
A rebirth.
I don't because my thing is like that whole sold out ticket shit. It only happened with the Fever. It
Of
only
course,
happened with where Kaylin Clark went. So her
they're moving the Vegas game to where the Raiders play in Alliance Stadium, 65,000 when she goes to Vegas.
that's what I'm saying. We're talking about the Caitlin Clark effect,
Yeah,
right?
it's a domino.
The
Yeah,
Sparks have had good players. They've had better and prettier players than Cameron Brink
of
execute
course,
on that beauty and skill, and that didn't get them anywhere. That didn't get the league anywhere.
of course.
So I don't think there's much that they can do as individuals. I think it's really on Caitlin Clark to be like an ambassador for the league. big up other players who have the potential to, exponentially grow the league like she's kind of doing.
In next year's draft, you'll have the Johnson girl, the girl from
Plage.
yes, she'll be in next year. So will
She could be or she couldn't be, but yeah, she's a
the girl
junior.
from UConn will be in next year, and then the
Paige
year after,
Buckers,
yeah, the year after, I cannot wait to see Juju in the WNBA.
Juju. Yeah, Juju is nice.
I like Juju a lot.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cut this out. I must start.
she's
tweeting
a
her
dog.
like
Like she played like a nigga,
yes, she does.
and she's big. Too. Like she's like six.
Oh yeah,
She's
she's
like
dope.
a straight like a Cheryl Miller type. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
she's
saying?
dope.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, the Juju. When she comes, I promise you, when she comes to the WNBA, she will be competition for Caitlin Clark.
I think she might be a better player than Caitlin Clark now. But again, like there's probably a shit ton of like Aja Wilson's better than Caitlin Clark right now.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
A'ja Wilson's the best.
Deladon is better than Caitlin Clark.
But let me
Like
ask you
she's not the
something.
best. She didn't come in the best player, but it's about marketing. But yep, what were you saying?
The girl from Portugal, she plays for the Mystics.
We're getting a little bit, and I think I'm gonna get more schooled up on like the WNBA and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But I
I
am
agree
not
with that.
there.
I
Like
think
you're
it's
talking about the Mystics and where are they located?
Washington.
Okay.
I mean, I know what these teams are. I mean, I know Platinum Elite didn't want to hear it. And
I know
I know the Atlanta
I feel like
Dream.
I'm pretty tapped into this rookie class, and then I'm way above like extreme casual knowledge on the WNBA, but that doesn't mean that I'm like tapped in like I am with the NBA, right?
Yeah, you're not
Like
getting
I
the
feel like
WNBA league pass.
if people ask me like, can you name 10 players in the WNBA? I think I could do that, but
I can
it
name
kind of
10.
ends there,
I
right?
can name that. I can name that. It's nice to see Skylar Wiggins back in the WNBA. She looks good.
I mean,
Her father, of course.
I remember, yeah, because I remember her back at like Notre Dame when I was like a teenager. Yeah, I thought that she was going to change the game too, like a cute face, like little white chick. But she got like real, she got real bitter, and you could tell like she got like like liberal feminist like all over her. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell by her demeanor, she got those like little like wrinkles, like those little depressed wrinkles. Like she's always, you know what I'm saying? So, she's back in the league, and she's always been doing her thing too. She's been a good player, but
my girl is not back in the league. I'm very disappointed. Like
Cambridge.
Nobody wants to give Tia Cooper a shot.
Oh yeah, that's not good for the league, in my opinion.
I don't know what Tia did wrong, but
I think she's just not that. I just think she's not that good, and the league doesn't see the value of having a player like her in the league, even though like from a marketing, because like if I was like we're seeing Caitlin Clark come in, and she's obviously having like a monetary positive effect on the league, but I think that a player like for me, like what I'd envision doing to, like get the league a little bit more revenue, it's not like getting just like the best players, period. I think that Plage a little bit, Paige Buckers and Juju, they all kind of do this pretty well, but it's a mix of, performance, personality and like beauty, right? And just being able to accentuate that through play, right? So my idea is to like improve the the revenue and the traction and everything like that would be obviously to lower the rims, make the uniforms more skimpy, things like that.
Yeah, I totally agree.
In that model, obviously you want a person like Tia Cooper in the league.
Yes, without a doubt. Yes. We need Tia Cooper back in the W. I don't give a damn what team she goes to. She comes back to the league. I will support that team 1,000%. Matter of fact, I'll
100%.
do
Yeah, I
her
remember
right
I
up
was
there.
watching the Sparks just for her, like in 2022.
Don't blame you. You know I watch her right now in that bullshit minor league where she's out down in Houston.
That
I'm like, what the hell
she's
you
in the
doing
minor
here?
leagues.
Yeah, in Houston. Real talk.
Yeah,
He's on bullshit minor league, bro. Real talk.
Baseball.
yeah.
Sure.
Damn.
I'm like, honey, this is where they put you. Well, I haven't seen a woman wear a cat suit that good in a long time.
Get out of there.
I'm like, damn. I used to have women walk up to me at the old spot looking like this. All right, let me update everybody. Dallas on a 12-run. And
Yeah,
Kyrie
66, 65, I'm pretty sure, right?
yeah. PJ Washington and Kyrie's gone wild. That Oklahoma City now has a 66-65 lead on Dallas. So the Mavericks like that.
Lighten up.
It's like that, folks.
Hey, Raven,
What's up?
have you been paying attention to the whole Kendrick Drake thing?
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
I sat back and then enjoyed it. Enjoyed the conversation with Danica, and then I also been watching because that's like Angry Man is back in Drake. We are back in Kendrick.
You said he's back in
I
Drake.
listened to both because I mean we listened to both of the tracks. I thought Drake's that little heart one, whatever.
Make this quick.
I
But,
thought that was weak.
all right, Maze, we got you. But what's your which one?
Let me say this though.
I think that's
I'm
what
gonna ask you
part
this real
6.
quick.
I'm not.
I'll give it right back to Raven. I heard the song yesterday and today. That shit is tight, bro. He's fucking just Drake an asshole, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Drake is
So it's like
no
5
match for
songs
this.
total, so I don't know what you're talking about.
You hear the diss track that Kendrick Lamar did
Uh-uh.
on Drake?
What I'm saying is he put out like 4 songs in the last 3 days.
Yeah, but the main one is being played everywhere. Where he told
What main you talking about? Euphoria? You talking about
no, it's not
um huh?
They not us. They not like us.
I don't what did you
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about
that's
all
it.
right.
Raven got it. Raven got it. Yeah,
They're
They
not
not
like
like
us,
us.
yeah.
they're not us.
The West Coast song. All right, so let me hear your opinion, Raven, on just like the breakdown, like kind of chronologically about, like the event. So it's like Kendrick came out of nowhere and started dissing Drake, which is cool. I don't have an issue with it. And then from
You
there,
know more than I do. I don't keep up with rap.
Yeah, I don't keep up with it either. All I know is that song.
I ain't never heard that song.
I
Yeah,
mean,
they not
this is what
up.
everybody's been talking about, though. I mean, and that's if
I
all
mean,
content creators
I
are
follow
digging
this.
in because they the fans of those artists. I mean, I rock with Kendrick with
Yeah.
swimming pools. And I mean, Kendrick
Okay.
pretty much hit gamers by putting his track into the game. And at that
Oh,
point,
yeah, GTA.
yeah, GTA. So at that point, now I know Drake gonna have something coming. He has came out with some previous songs, but I mean, when he was an R&B, I'm like, fine. But I'm like, once you step into the rap game, I'm like, you got ghostwriters. I knew this dude was
I
manufactured.
agree with that.
He's an actor. Number one, we keep bringing all these people to the damn table. So that's how rap gets gentrified in the first place.
Yeah, I'm getting off this. Dallas has made a run.
All right. So I agree with that. And yeah, so I think that I never really took him serious as a rapper. I don't think that he was
I
ever
never took him serious as a rapper. I was impressed with him for being good. Coming off of the grassy high being this good. I'm like, dang, you need to stick with that.
Now we know why. Bro,
yeah, but
we know why Drake is where
kind of what I was getting at is like based off of what's out there currently. I think that I think he's was kind of like help him sustain himself within hip hop musically. Not talking about the features, not talking about like the accents and things like that. Is like he kind of him and Kanye to a certain extent. They kind of blurred the lines on what's considered hip hop, what's considered like R&B hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of like different like subsections of music surrounding those two genres and pop and things like that. So I agree that I don't take him serious as a rapper, as just like a true MC, but I think he has in a lot of positive things in making rap um,
No,
more
you ain't.
popular to the masses. And
No,
I
you
think
ain't.
a lot of it, some
That's
of that
how
has
we
to
get
do
back
with
to the game,
a
man.
lot of that has to do with him being like mixed and stuff like that. So
Bro,
he's a lot
the
more
industry,
comfortable
the
for a lot of
industry,
people
bro.
compared to just like like Kendrick or just like a dreadhead rapper. Um,
Hey,
yeah,
can we put a kibosh to this rap crap?
in a
I mean,
second, we
God
get it.
damn.
The game's going on, but
Yeah, but this is why,
niggas are
NBA
bouncing
fan,
balls right now.
yeah, but NBA fan, this is why I'm here to
I
do this.
know.
I'm not here to
It's
do,
just a slight deviation.
Yeah.
bro. I gave you WNBA because I'm curious about next play. By the way, I'll be doing a WNBA preview show next Thursday in the league.
Yeah,
Officially.
but
I mean, when it comes
so
to injuries, I mean, I think she. I mean, honestly, I like her. I do like her. I like her sassy because she kept it classy. But at the same time, I saw the little hyenas running around, and I was like, "Oh, here it comes!" And once she started
what do you mean
having her
she kept
moose
it
knuckle,
classy?
once she had her moose knuckle on World Star, I was like, "Up, you done crossed the line." That's it.
Nah, I mean
And then,
she's been had stuff like that since like last year.
mhm. Once she
So
let the fame get to her head, I'm like, oh, I mean, as you
That
coming
is
up
true
as
what
from a
you
rookie
just
going to the pros, you putting gag energy on your whole career
nah,
at
cause
that point.
she was just straight in thong like after she won the championship last year.
Yeah,
So
she
said.
basically was, man. She basically came to a concert nude.
Okay.
yeah,
All
Well,
but
right,
bro, we're on
and,
the foul line
and
right
I
now.
don't get these
so
sisters always want to walk around looking like prostitutes.
Bro, that's their little
that's on the ones who want to do it, and you know, it is what it is. I mean,
I agree.
they'll get the results that they get because of that.
And they go, oh, sexualized. Well, you up here showing your moose knuckle. What do you think?
Yeah, like I'm not even gonna engage and I'm not even gonna give that the time of day. Like
I
you
mean, a
know what
rabbit in the
the
front of a
energy
pack of
brings.
wolves. What do you think the wolves gonna do? We gonna drool.
All right.
Yeah.
NBA fan was doing this great talking. Meanwhile, OKC just ran a 11-0 run.
Ah, 11-0. Damn. Okay.
So they're up by 11 again as Alexander has exploded. And I guess Thursday night in game two, he'll most likely be presented the most valuable player in the league.
I hope so. I'm tired of these white dudes winning it. Or you know what I'm saying? I just don't want
what?
them to win it this time.
Dang.
The only one who's won has been Luke. I mean, it's only been Giannis and what's his face, Jokic.
I as many times as they don't win it when they couldn't want it, that brings me slight joy.
To
So
me, N.B.A. shouldn't have won it last year. They robbed
I don't
Jokic.
man, I don't care. I'm glad he won it and Jokic didn't. And I'm glad Jokic is getting swept by a black American. Personally.
Cobra!
I mean, let us know how you truly feel about white America.
And I mean, I don't, if he wins, he wins. I mean, it's just those slight victories in life,
Folks, these are not my opinions. Would you like to? I know you kill me with Hondo, but would you like to let the rest of America how you truly feel about Larry Bird? like every other Black American.
I was glad Larry Bird retired because I was like, I don't have to see you in a video game anymore. I couldn't stand the basketball video games because of him.
God damn, really, Raven?
Yeah, really. Him and that big-eared alien Reggie Miller. I couldn't stand the Indiana Pacers back then, dog.
Again, NBA fan, would you enlighten us your true feelings about Larry Joe Bird, please?
Nah, I mean,
He kept
I bang
winning.
with
And he
Larry.
kept winning. He had
Larry's
me
in the
win.
past. He's not currently succeeding in my face, so I don't have issues with him.
I got issues with him. I'm still traumatized from all that. Oh,
I
I
can't
ain't want to hear Larry Bird.
You
I'm not
know,
supposed to be
like
hearing about Larry Bird in
his
2024.
success is over, so I don't have issues with him anymore. But seeing, you know what I'm saying, we got all these, you know, these young niggas trying to win, and then you got Jokic, little bad built ass, you know, taking the MVPs, taking the championships. I don't rock with that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. And while we up here talking about basketball, yeah, and then we got these people up here trying to resurrect the San Antonio Spurs. Where they at?
And you got Cooper Flag coming in 2 years.
He's not. I don't think he's gonna be like that. What's your opinion on him?
I like.
What's your opinion on him?
I like what I see, but let's see him do it again at Duke. And then when he comes into the league, I'll tell you one thing about him that even Dan Patrick was turned off. The kid got a lot of swag and arrogance about him,
Yeah.
which I think is refreshing in a way, but it's just the way he came off on Dan Patrick, bro, saying, yeah, I played against NBA players. I held my own. So what's up with that? Dan Patrick,
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah, I think yeah, he's got a little bit of moxie to him. But like in terms of his game itself, it seems like he's out there on the perimeter, but what I try to have him do, like, because he's like 6'10", right?
Yeah, something like that.
Right. So I mean, he plays really good as a big, and he can step out. Not, you know, he's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you can have him pop out, you can have him flare out and things like that.
Watch this.
And he can attack off the dribble, but you wouldn't want him. He's not Wimby, right? You don't want him isoing or doing anything heavy on the outside. Like, you want him to get it open. You want him to set some alley screens. You want to do some, like replace the screener type actions. Get him on some open shots if guy closes out. He takes a step in or dribble in. But he's, you know what I'm saying? He's not. I don't see game breaking with him.
Yeah, I feel you. You know what you're saying. Like, he's not a guy that, from what you see, he's all right. You want to see more, but to you right now, he's not going to be an impact player.
Right. I mean, no, I think he'll be an impact player. I just don't think he'll be a game breaking like MVP type player. Because I think that, who would I compare him to? I think I compare him to like a Markkanen. If he got his shot better.
Yeah. I know
like
what
a Markkanen, he's kind of like a inverse Markkanen. Right? So he'll shoot enough to get you to be honest, and then what he'll be doing is he'll be closing out on bigs, and then you know what I'm saying, from that closeout he gets into the paint and he's a little bit more crafty inside. Markkanen is just a sniper. He's a sniper. He can, everything, reverberates off that.
That boy's a Cardoza fan, so I guess he'll be watching a lot of Chicago Sky games this year. It's $2.99 a game, Dad, for the WNBA for WNBA League Pass.
$2.99, like $2.99 or $2. Really?
Yeah, seriously.
That's crazy.
Hey, let me ask you this. What do you think of, we'll go back to it since Oklahoma City got a 10-point lead with 3 minutes to go in the third. What do you think about Caitlin Clark? 36 of her 40 games are on national TV.
Yeah, I think that's why when you think about her pay
Yeah,
specifically, right?
yeah.
It's a crazy underservice, right?
Hmm.
But she is directly responsible for fucking sold out tickets, like 10K, like courtside, 10K, 10,000 courtside tickets, and she's getting paid 65,000 a year. Like that seems like a disgrace to me. And obviously, she's getting paid through endorsements, but that doesn't seem right to me personally. Because like at this point, right, it's not like, oh, I'm a good player. Y'all don't like women. Like she is directly correlating to income that she's not receiving or receiving her proper share of. That's something.
No, it's
That's
okay.
on the league. That's that. I mean, they want to talk about pay gap now. Y'all getting discriminated against.
Nah, yeah, and I mean, obviously, I think they have like a CBA negotiation coming up soon, and her coming in when she did definitely helps, especially if she can. It really all depends on her play. I saw like all she has to do, is what she did like within her preseason games, which is like shoot a bunch of threes, have some highlight threes. You like to see her be able to do some stuff, a little bit more. That was a deep shot,
'Cause
deep shot. But
I
you
know
like to
about
like she shot 5 of 13, which is cool. But that's what she shot at Iowa, right? So if she can, like keep media attention, people have already like her games are already sold out. You know what I'm saying? So as long as she can sustain that interest, there's going to be some things to discuss. That was a crazy finish by SGA.
Oh, I was about to say he has exploded in this game, bro.
Who was that random who hit that deep ass three from the corner, from that
Oh, he
little
has a
line in the
funny
corner?
name. He has a funny name, but I know he's number 11. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
What a shot, bro. I mean, folks,
that
Dallas.
shit. That was an and one too, but
Yep, they didn't call it. Folks,
right.
OKC is now beginning to flex their muscle now. Luka misses the first. Yeah, I think, and of course you could pull up next Thursday. I'm gonna do a WNBA preview. Uh, I think that league is going to be very interesting because on one side it's the Caitlin Clark phenomenon, and then on the other side, you know, guys want to see different players other than her. I mean,
Who? I mean,
I know guys want to
the,
see Cardozo,
okay, yeah.
guys want to see Angel. I'm
Want to see
curious.
her twerk or like see her play?
They're twerking funny, bro.
No, she does not. She is not a good like. Shout out to her. I'm not hating on her, but she is not a good player.
There you go. Me, I want to see a very angry Brianna Stewart.
Right.
Only girl to win 4 national titles
That's crazy. She won 4.
and won 2 WNBA titles.
Yeah.
And she's
And I
upset
think
that she doesn't get paid.
and then again, right? There's who people want to watch, but there's then like who the market and like the economy responds to, right?
Hey, that's what I've been saying. I mean, nothing against the other
And those are
girls.
two distinctly different things.
Yeah, like Ice Cube said, none of the other girls are marketable.
I feel he said that. You legit
Yeah,
said
a
that.
couple weeks ago, yeah. Because they
Okay.
asked him, how come you didn't offer it to like an Angel Reese or the other girls? And he just came out and said in the press conference, none of these other girls are marketable.
Hmm.
And I think those girls better understand this. Because, bro, as long me and Auntie, we got expensive steak dinner on this, man. You wanna hear the bet? Me and Auntie?
What's with that?
I said Caitlin will score average over 20 points a game. He said,
That's a
hell no.
that's a lot. I think she'll be around it. She'll definitely be around it because it seemed like she didn't even have her footing in her first game, and she had like 23. she'll
Yeah.
struggle at points, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
I don't think that's unreasonable.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's not out of the realm of
I agree.
possibility or plausibility, honestly, because
Like
they
that.
were like I don't know how it is. Good shot, Kyrie, but
Yeah.
I don't know how it works because the NBA did some things to kind of even out the odds to get the number one pick. So I don't know if the WNBA because they basically copy the NBA at every step.
Well,
But so
Indiana's
I
been
don't.
bad for 7 straight years.
Okay, so they're legit like one of the worst teams.
Yes. And
Meaning she'll get a shit ton of shots.
yes.
Okay, so yeah, like what else are they going to do? Like what they know what the people are there for,
I would
right?
agree.
So she'll get all the opportunity to score 20.
Yeah. Now I told him, bro. Yeah, give me 2 extra points. Okay, 24 by the end of the season. All right. Jim's got her 24 points again. Okay.
Yeah, but for sure, I think Aja Wilson, she's a good player for sure. Um, yeah, I think she scored like she was close to breaking Liz Cambridge's record for points in the WNBA game.
You know, Cambridge is making 3 million in China, bro.
That's crazy.
That chick need a lot of psychiatric help, bro.
I mean, does she really though? I mean, I know they tried to say she was like racist or something like that, but I mean, uh, everything she does, it seems to have made sense. So she at least has a decent corner, and she's like listening to reason.
All right, Rangers win 4-3 in double overtime. I knew they would win. Back to the NBA. It's in the three, everybody. Dallas down 10. We'll see what happens here in the fourth period as Oklahoma City's really turned it on, folks.
Mm.
Hillikus has been just absolutely awesome in the third quarter. That's what MVPs do, folks, and I believe he will be awarded the MVP Thursday night. Do I agree with it? I'm going to stick with my man in Minnesota. No offense. Jim, who's the MVP to you?
Well,
You was with me all year long. Who's the MVP, Edwards or SGA? Put it in the chat. Go ahead, NBA fan.
Yeah, this the
No,
game's coming
it
back
doesn't
on.
bother me that he's getting it at all. I think he's a hell of a player. I
Yeah.
think that's another Clippers blunder. Speaking of Clippers, let me ask you this: you know that team is going to implode now.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, they gave it. They put like is Westbrook still getting paid? He's
he's
not
only
getting
getting
paid like
paid
that
3 mil.
anymore, huh?
He's only getting paid 3 mil.
Okay, so they put him on like the mid level or some veteran shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
but I mean, yeah, they
fine.
kind of again like this quick. Oh, I'm gonna just pair two pretty good niggas together, two all stars together. That's shown. That's not. Damn. You saw what happened to check it
Yeah, I
injured
saw
again.
it. Yeah. Oh man, NBA
But
point.
yeah. So I mean, like, yeah, you're gonna have to naturally build, right?
Yeah.
You can't just throw money at the problem and think that you're gonna get what you want, right? That model's shown not to work at this point. So again, they've kind of traded away their future. So obviously they're not going to be able to, reverse the trade, right? And
Mm-hmm.
get their picks back from like Indiana or San Antonio. But
Let me ask
they
you this:
can't. Right, but they can trade those players for picks.
Let me
So
ask you this.
they'll still.
If Minnesota wins it all, what do we all have to say about the Rudy Gobert trade now? Because they
Well, we
gave
saw
him
what they did
five
without
number
Rudy, though,
ones.
right?
Yeah, they gave him 5 number ones.
Say that again.
Minnesota.
They give up 5 first rounders.
Yeah, for Rudy Gobert 2 years ago. Yeah.
That's
If they
still a
go on
bad.
to win it
I don't
all,
care if they win. That's a bad fucking trade. They didn't nobody traded that for Kawhi. They didn't trade that for PG. They didn't trade that for Kate. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you way overpaid if it was actually 5 first rounders.
they did, yeah, but it may pay off for them with a chip.
Well, like it seemed like just based off the evolution of Ant, that's they were inevitably going to reach the mountaintop. We seen what they done without Ant or without Rudy.
You know what? You know what I'm trying to say, NBA fan. Remember what Cleveland gave up to get Mitchell. The point I'm making is, if this go on to work, you're going to see a lot of good teams do that.
Well, I hear that, but I mean, there was already an infrastructure there, and it made it was a natural complement, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Cat was a more outside oriented player, right? Like he could stretch the floor. On top of that, he was not a good interior defender, right? So ideally, he just doesn't have the lateral. Did you see the reaction on the bench when Chet hit that shot?
Yeah.
One of the assistants threw a clipboard, but yeah. So it was just a compliment to the infrastructure that they already had and were meticulously building over the past years. So I see what you're saying, but I mean it's still a kind of niche situation in regards to what happened there. Not a niche situation. It's just it's a situation that takes time to get to where they were at. And Rudy Gobert seemed like the final piece, because they believed that Ant would get to the point that he got to.
Yeah, because now if they going to win a title, you're going to see a lot more teams giving up a boatload of their future to get that one player that could put them over.
Okay, Chet's he's got some life here too.
All right, down 12 with 9:40 to go, folks.
Yeah, and that's another thing. So they've got all these lanky, that's kind of the issue of what's jamming up Murray a little bit. They just got so many lanky guards that can, they're energy bunnies. You know what I'm saying? So you got Alexander, you got Ant, you got McDaniels, you got Nas Reed in spots. You got a lot of players who can guard them and give them a tough time. That's sort of what's happening here with OKC and the guards here. Luka, he's obviously going to score. He's going to do his thing a little bit, but just on a possession-to-possession basis, they can definitely limit them. They've got too many people who can, they're looking to take that matchup.
All right, Giddy got an elbow to the mouth and bleeding right now.
Just take his bitch out. I mean, we don't need to sit here for this, in my opinion. Okay, that was way after the fact. He just wanted to smack him, it looked like, in my opinion.
Of course he did. Of course his black ass wanted to be the bully. That nigga right. That's a big man. What is John Skinny going to do? I'll beat you in the fucking alley. You fucking big black ass. Fucking you better take the blow and shut up.
Yeah, and that's what he did. Nobody even came to his defense. that
So
shit
that's the
is
one thing
still
about you
leaking.
tonight, NBA fan. You on point. You funny tonight, man. Damn.
Yeah. What did
You know, I
he
said
still?
something on Sunday. You wasn't here, and I said I didn't know Kyrie Irving was this good.
Hmm,
I really didn't.
Okay, you got 17. But
Yeah,
yeah. So
what?
what's your? Oh yeah, that was a nice move, Jay. Oh damn, that was a nice English off that too. Uh,
Mm. Wait till you see this shot by Kyrie. Mm.
it's 3 for 12 though. Damn, damn. Okay. Luca's bitch ass. I don't know what's going on with Luke. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is why he
Wow,
can't.
wait till you see this one. Wow.
He's the fourth option too. Like, what can you do if he? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's clamping you up. He's guarding you 94 feet, and then he's doing that to you.
For
These are
Shannon
supposed to be the
Sharp.
moment.
No, go ahead.
What
Keep talking.
the
For Shannon Sharp
number two? Damn, yeah, that
to
was a
put
little.
what
That was
this
a nice little Tim
team
Hardaway.
is the worst number one seed ever. They're showing you why they're the number one seed tonight, folks. This team goes 13 deep if they want to.
Still, yeah.
You talk about hitting on your draft picks.
I didn't know that he could like handle the ball like this though. Jay Will.
Another one. Wow. Wait till you see this one. This game is over, folks.
He's stepping back with it. Jesus.
What the hell? Are you fucking Devin Booker now, bro?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Oklahoma
my thing.
City another
I
team.
wouldn't want it, and this is how they're performing in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Why do you need a Booker? Why do you need, a $200 million cap hit on your roster when you
I
still got
agree.
guys like J Dub, right?
I agree.
Neither one of Shea or Booker want to play defense
Hey,
consistently.
why you
That
think
still needs to be done though,
why
right?
you think I'm excited about my Trailblazer team, bro? Right now they're constituted, man. Because they're young, they love each other, they play together, and now
Well,
McMillan,
they're still bad, Mace.
they're bad, but I
Damn.
do see them making a jump next year, though. I do. I see
Okay.
them making a
Damn.
jump, and I see Houston winning over 50 next year.
Oh yeah, I agree with Houston.
I see
Top,
Trailblazers really making a jump.
top more
I, I,
maturity.
I see the Lakers
No,
not making the play in with or without LeBron, honestly.
I think Los Angeles is. You know what? Jeannie Buss can stick around. I could see the Lakers in the Cooper Flag sweepstakes, bro.
Yeah.
It
It's like
fits
she chooses.
them
It's like
more. I
she's
mean,
smashing like she chooses a coach based on who she wants to smash. Like that's the only reason why Darvin Ham had a job.
she loves she loves Austin Reeves. See how quick she signed him?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and I like Austin Reeves. I mean,
I don't like him either, but I know one
I think
thing.
he's decent, right?
Yeah, but I'll tell
He
you
can
one
get to
thing.
his spots, but I mean, LeBron and AD were still playing um, Murray and Jokic to a dead even spot, right? 31-year-old LeBron and AD were playing, obviously this young, hungry, successful, in their prime, two-man core, dead even. But the X factors, you have fucking Aaron Gordon scoring 30 some games, like going like 30 and 15, and then you always had Porter scoring 20, right? So when you do that, and I mean Porter's making a lot of money, but it's just like they weren't equally yoked role players in that series.
Mhm. Yep, you're
So
right. And if you're looking at it now, a series later, you don't see Porter shooting those threes. They shut that shit down.
and that's another
McDaniels
thing.
has
So
done
it's
one
like
thing. Yeah, go ahead.
other than other than Terry and Prince, it didn't seem like a lot of the players were committed to. They weren't committed to defense first, right? Like Rui is an offensive player, right?
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
is not going to give you extended effort defensively, and then when he's not giving you anything offensively, you're at a disadvantage in terms of your supporting cast. And I don't know what was wrong with Jared Vanderbilt. It started off as like like a calf strain, but it lasted like 8 months. What happened?
I don't know. I just look at the Lakers as a team that I was very, very high on.
Yeah, same.
They didn't play the way I thought they would.
hmm And they weren't injured, and then they got nothing out of those two guards. They didn't get anything out
Yeah,
of
Vincent and I forgot the
Benson
other
and
one.
Dinwiddie. Uh,
What a waste.
got nothing out of those two, and then you got you know Mitch or Russell. He wants to be Jordan Poole. He wants to score 25 one game, 3 the next game. Right? Like there's nothing you can't build off that. You can't build off of inconsistencies in your supporting cast. You've got to be able to rely on them to, somewhat limit, the other team's best players, or at least play the other,
Watch
not
this.
non-factors, but
NBA
supporting
fan, watch
cast or that
this.
even.
Watch what's coming up. Wow.
Jesus. Jesus. I don't know. This is, it's looking like it's going to be a pretty interesting Western Conference Finals.
Yeah. And Jim, you better get ready because it's between Minneapolis and OKC. Not too far of a flight. And you know what's funny? Me and you talked
Luka
about
shooting
this the other night.
30%.
Me and you talked about this the other night.
Oh, I was about to say that's not a foul.
Yeah, they called a foul. Yeah.
Yeah,
Me and
a
you talked
late
about this
call.
the other night. This is what happens, folks, when you hit on your draft picks. And
Right,
other than Holmgren, folks, OKC picks have been in the teens.
right.
Okay, 'cause I followed
J
them out
Dub was
back to back.
teams.
They've been putting
Wiggins
these
was
players in the
teams.
teens. Yes. This guy was number 11. Josh
Wiggins.
Giddey.
Yeah.
I remember the trade. They traded with the Knicks 2 years ago, and they got him.
I feel like they don't need Giddy. Tell me if I'm wrong, but it seems like they don't need Giddy.
But you know what they like about him, though? And I could tell when you got a 6'8" guy who can bring it up, has great floor vision, which he does, and can back down somebody that's 6'3". That's why they like him there. But
I
I
feel
don't
like they
think
have like 3 guys who can do that though.
that's true.
And you're not going to be able to. And my thing is like, you're eventually going to have to make some tough decisions. They've drafted so well that it's going to be an issue of abundance.
Facts.
So you're not going to be able to pay all of these talented young players,
No. And you know the
right?
sad
So
thing is, you fall in love with these guys when they become good, but it hurts when you have to break it up. If you get a chip out of it, okay.
Dagger, damn, Dagger.
You get a chip out of it, then I think Minnesota's in that situation, believe it or not.
Yeah, I think that they're gonna just be a high luxury tax team for a couple years. And I think that the first one that they're gonna have to let go is Gobert. And obviously, Gobert is an important part of what they're doing now, but it seems like he's the most replaceable.
Watch
And I
this.
think
Watch this, bro. All right, OKC has ran Dallas out of the building, folks. It took them 3.5 quarters, but they did it.
yeah,
Jesus. And I'm glad that Kendrick Perkins, remember Perkins played for the
for OKC,
OKC.
I
He was
remember
on the team with,
he played everywhere,
yeah, he was with the big four when they were young from a decade ago. He got
and
on,
he was with the big 3 when they were old.
I'm throwing Leon. No, yeah, them, and he was with uh
LeBron.
Westbrook, uh, KD, and Harden when they were young.
Yeah, and he was also with KG, Rondo,
Yep.
Ray Allen, Paul Pierce. So
Yes, he won a ring there in Boston. Yeah,
yeah.
he said Shannon Sharp in his place, bro. I mean, bro, this is one of the better number one seeds we've seen in a long time because of the youth.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the way you should support an NBA team, the way Oklahoma City got their team built.
hmm So, what's your opinion on what they should do? Like, what are these young pieces that they should keep?
They need a big, bro. Like me and you talked about it. This guy is going to be a free agent. The guy, my man from the Nets, the
Yeah,
center, I forgot his name. That's what they need,
I know who
bro.
we're talking. What I'm saying is, obviously, I think that a center is not necessarily like a run and jump center, or not even like a like a guy who can just be effective in that dunker spot on offense, who can hit a baby hook. And that's really all you can ask of seven footers, right? Like they can't
They're one of the
consistently hit
worst
like
rebounding
10
teams.
foot.
They need some muscle down there.
Okay. And I agree with that. And that's something I think that they could, that's not something that I would spend significant money on, right?
You know, it's funny you just said that, right? I've been saying that for the last couple of years, NBA fan. A lot of people disagree with me, bro. You can get enforcers very cheap.
Right.
You can give up a
Like you
second
could damn
rounder.
near like get Whiteside, Hassan Whiteside to do
No,
that.
no, he's poison, man. You don't want that guy in your life.
Or okay, like a Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Like Jackson Hayes is probably gonna, I think he's on a 2 year. But someone like that, like a not even a mid level, a veteran minimum. That's what I'm thinking. But what I'm asking is like in regards to like the current makeup of their team, I think they've got arguably 4 to 5 players who will demand 30 million in the market, right? You
Yeah,
got Wiggins, you got J Dub, you got Chet, you got um Giddy, right? So I think that realistically, you can probably keep 3.
I
Do you agree
take
with
two.
that or no?
Two.
Only 2?
Yeah,
Because my thing is like they're good players. They're great players, but they're not all-star level players.
exactly.
Or they're not all NBA caliber players. So what I'm
And that's
saying
why I
is,
will never pay him $30 million a year. I'll give him 20 or 22, but not 30. Because
okay,
that's the reason. They're good,
okay.
but they're
So
not
what I'm
ready.
saying is, which ones would you keep? Which ones do you think are the most replaceable of these
You could
young players who
replace.
are going to demand a like,
You keep Williams.
they're
You
okay.
keep Williams. And who's the other two? You let Giddy go. Who's the other two?
You got Wiggins.
And you keep Wiggins. Those two you keep.
What about Chet? Now
Uh,
think now this is where we gotta think, right?
yeah,
Because the price tags are crazy, right? And
yeah,
my thing is like with how they've been drafting, right?
yeah.
I'd like to sign, if anything, I definitely try to lock down J Dub and Chet. Obviously letting Giddy, like we're just letting Giddy go, or we're trading him for like another pick right before he's about to hit free agency, or like with a year and a half left on his contract. But I think that you could be able to get similar value that you got to Wiggins on the pick with one of the picks that you have.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I
I
just
try
think
to,
no, go ahead.
yeah. So what I was just gonna say was like, so I try to keep him. I try to sign him to like a shorter term deal. Get a guy who can replace him through the draft, or through like mid level exception or something like that. Then ship him for more picks.
Okay, I know what you're saying. Okay, I know what you're saying.
What's
Don't
your
get any
thoughts on
more
that?
picks. They got so many.
Well, I mean, you still don't want to just let a guy go for no value.
Of course, but if I can get me a decent role player for the guy, I'll do it because I still got enough ammo that I can also trade a lot of my allotment of picks if I want to, if I'm done. But you know what? I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know, watching them tonight, if they can get one guy who's a big wide body down there to join them, this team can win a chip or two. I think going back to Minnesota for a second, I think they're one of these teams, NBA fans, that if they win, I hate to say
Yeah.
this, they will rest on their laurels. You get what I'm saying?
I think that, well, I think that you can call it resting on their laurels, but but me personally, I think that they have an infrastructure in regards to their roster that they thought was going to take some more maturing, right? I think there's still
Yeah.
room for um, Ant to evolve as a player, as a playmaker, to where he can be like a primary ball handler, facilitating things for the team, and then you could get another, like lankier guy, not necessarily just like a straight 3-and-D player, but you could get a not, you could get a better value like defender and shooter to be that second primary ball handler on this in the starting lineup, because obviously something you got to think about is replacing Conley, right? He's 35, so with that, inevitably, you lose some maturity there, you lose experience, so you want
Watch this
Ant to
play.
be able to take over.
Watch this play.
That's nice,
And that's from the bench players. They empty the bench.
right?
They
So I
don't just
mean,
no go ahead.
yeah. So what I'm thinking is like, I don't know, maybe a Brogdon or somebody like that. A Brogdon, a White, a player in that type of build. That's who you want paired with Ant. But then from there, like, yeah, like, what do you need to change? Like, you've got good synergy between the team. They've been playing together for a couple years now. Ant
And
can
they
still
all
improve.
and they all
Um,
paid. They're
say
all
that again.
paid. They're all
Yep.
paid
That Alexander's paid.
off the bench. No, but he's
Yeah.
still a young guy. You know,
Right.
they can easily get him like a decent deal because he's winning now. Once you start winning and you're the role player and you're not putting up 20 a night off the 18 a night off the bench, you're not getting paid big money. That's
You're not
fact.
getting. I mean, it depends on what their emphasis is, though, right? If they want
Yeah,
to get paid, they'll go somewhere to get them paid. Bruce Brown got paid.
not that much though. What I mean by getting
He
paid
got
is
he got over 20 mil. He got
yeah,
more
but
than what he
that's
was going to get with the
nothing, bro.
Nuggets.
That's nothing. I'm talking about dudes that can cramp the cap a little bit. Like this kid you're talking about from Minnesota, Alexander. Instead of him getting what Brown did, remember Brown got 6 for 24. Uh, uh, a kid like him, let's say, if some team is that stupid to give this kid like 4 years for 52, that's their problem.
Really?
Yeah, because I think Minnesota is the type of team that when you come there, they get this chip, bro. It's gonna be a different mentality for not only that franchise but for the league. Because I keep telling you, brother, they win the chip. More good teams gonna go. Fuck this. We're gonna give up. If they gave up 5, hell, we'll give up 6 to get the player we want that can put us over the hump.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, NBA
I don't know
fans.
that, but that's just one model, though. And nobody's ever, that's never become the meta, right?
Cleveland
I
did it.
think. Hmm?
Cleveland did it for Donovan Mitchell. They gave up three number ones and, and pick swaps for
And
like
that didn't work, did it?
no, it
They're
did.
not going to win a championship.
You're right about that, but at the time they were desperate and they rolled the dice.
So what I'm saying, so the meta within the past couple of years was to trade your future for a proven player who you think would, who you're betting on. There's no proof that they can lead you to the promised land, but there's proof that they've been pretty good players in the playoffs.
I
This is
think
what
that
happened with Kawhi. This is what happened with PG. This is what happened with KD. This is what happened with Bradley Beal. And all of those times, it bombed,
I'm
right?
saying that now.
So what you're doing is you're relying on that outlier with Minnesota, but what you're not taking, what you're not taking into account is with Minnesota is a rapidly ascending player, right?
Yes.
Who could have probably got you there without Gobert, right? That's not the case for every team, right? There's not a guy who's ascending to maybe MVP all-time level on your roster, and this guy on top of that evolution can take you there,
Facts.
you know?
I agree with
So
that. Good night, Raven. I agree with that. All right, 117.95. Williams and Higgins went crazy in the second half. And OKC is up 1-0. So a very impressive performance by OKC. And they got the whole team around SAG. They're going to interview. Now, that's what I like about Oklahoma City. When they interview one guy, everybody's around him.
yeah.
Something like
Yeah, Memphis. Hey, let me ask you. I had Bargoff. I had somebody else. Auntie's another one. What do you see for Memphis beginning next year? Do you see Memphis bouncing back, or you think that that whole structure is messed up after what happened with Ja?
So I think that I think that they're going to run it back. I think they still think that they're similarly competitive to where they were in 2022, back when Ja was healthy. But and I think that they'll compete. They'll be somewhere from the 4 to 11 seed. I think they'll make it into the play-in. They'll have at least a sniff of the postseason. But again, I think that they're distinctly behind the Nuggets. They're distinctly behind, the Timberwolves and OKC. And I think that depending on how they play specifically, depending on how they match up with the better teams in the West, will dictate how they go about things. Because I don't think that they're going to. There's no reason to pay Bane, JJJ, and Ja all that money for them not to compete. And I think that it'll be pretty distinct. It'll be pretty clear that they won't, if they can or can't compete. Not early on throughout the season, but throughout the next season.
I'm going to surprise you. I think the Rockets will be better than them.
chop what material.
I don't know.
I think the Rockets are that good because of the coach. And again,
Yeah, they're definitely all bought in. They've got a lot of good. They've got a lot of good young players, but again, I'm not. The Houston Rockets could be the 5th seed and they could be the 6th. I just think they'll be in the mix.
Yeah, I do. I don't think.
I think they'll return. I think that the Grizzlies will return to the mix. Where specifically, we'll have to see how free agency kicks out.
I don't know. I think Memphis had the squad 2 and 3 years ago, and everything went haywire. And you cannot get that good karma back. I'm just a big believer in that. I see a year from now, John Morant will be somewhere else.
Okay.
I think,
and that'll be cool, and that could happen too. And then from there, they'd obviously try to trade JJ and things like that.
I just think that team was on the verge of greatness, and instead now you don't know where they're at. And like you said, I see, uh, depending on what happens in the next couple of weeks, a Minnesota could be on top, or OKC can be on top, and then everything will trickle down, be a trickling effect, in my opinion. I think Memphis, they missed it, bro. They had it and they effed it up, bro. And I don't see them getting it back. I think the team they had 3 years ago, 2 years ago, that was a perfect team. Remind me of this Oklahoma City team. All the guys hugging each other, getting along in the interviews. Now, who the hell knows what Memphis? Marcus Smart, uh, where this is,
Marcus Smart. What happened with Marcus Smart? Was he injured the whole season?
second half of the year, something with his knee.
Gotcha.
So I look at Memphis, I don't see it. I think they had it and they blew it. I don't
Yeah.
see Oklahoma City having those problems because they got good people there. I don't think Minnesota's gonna have the problems to have good people there. Same with Memphis. I mean, excuse me. Same with Denver and Dallas. I think these
I don't
teams
see Dallas competing,
really.
honestly. No.
Uh,
Two ball dominant players. Uh, they don't play well with each other. You know what I'm
you
saying?
see
I
that,
don't
right?
think. Huh?
You see that they don't play well together.
Yeah. Luca doesn't do much off ball. I mean, Kyrie has more off ball value than Luca, but yeah, they're not compliments to each other. You know, they're
Would you
not
break them
inefficient
up?
shot shooters. Hmm?
Would you break them up?
Yeah. Um, I think
You would-
obviously you don't trade Luca, but you see what you can get for Kyrie. Kyrie's still playing. I think Kyrie, his value is almost as high as it's ever been.
What team would you trade him to?
Say that again.
What type of team would you trade him to?
It's not, I don't necessarily think about that. I think about just the value that I can get back for the player. So, I want an immediate piece. Maybe Memphis. Maybe trade it for Bane.
You think Dame and Luca would fit?
I said Bane.
Oh, Bay, the kid from Memphis. Okay,
Yeah. I
I
mean,
know you're
that's a
talking about.
thought.
I know what you're talking about. All right, folks. We're gonna stay up here. Jim's, you the best, bro. Everybody coming by me, 305, and an NBA fan will stay up here. We will see you. Well, tomorrow night we're doing hockey up here. We'll see you Thursday night for game 2 of this series. And then Friday night we got the doubleheader Knicks Pacers early, Timberwolves and Nuggets late. It'll be interesting. Can the Nuggets survive this, or we can say bye bye to Denver, which is, I mean, shocking. You know.
Yeah.
Your comments about that Friday night game 3 in Minneapolis. What do you think? Nuggets.
SmackDown on Friday night.
Yeah, no,
I think that one will be a little closer. It'll definitely be a little closer. Speaking of SmackDown, are three black girl is the black girl magic parade, on SmackDown or Raw?
I believe. Hello, that's for Mr. Miami. Go ahead, Mr. Miami. The champions.
Rocker Belair and Jay Cardell, they the new tag team champ.
Oh, really? So they just kicked my what's her name to the curb? Naomi.
Naomi.
Are they still clicked up?
Well, I don't
They
know. That's Mr. Miami.
they still clicked up, but they because I think they gonna put it on the world title.
Yeah, but she's just third place now.
Cause she's taking on that girl. She's taking on some girl named Tiffany. I forgot her last name, Tiffany.
Is she about to win an individual one?
It's just gonna be like what's that? It's like the triple like a triple
A
match.
triple threat match? Is it
Yeah,
for a belt?
yeah.
Okay. That'd be neat to see.
Yeah, that I'll support our sisters in wrestling, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a big Belair fan, and everybody loves Jay Cargill.
Yeah, but
Like
I
Kobe.
haven't heard her on the mic yet. She's not like annoying or anything though. People don't find her weird.
Uh-uh. I do like Jay Cardell and I like Bronco Belair. I was rocking with Bronco Belair since 2020. About the Kobe year.
Good night, everybody from the
WrestleMania.
Oasis. Go ahead, guys. Keep talking about wrestling. Go ahead.